So I'm just going to go over some, like little housekeeping stuff like I do every week, because when I put this on YouTube, I want everybody to know what's going on. So March 3rd, which is, let's see, the 1st is already, can you believe it's going to be March already? Sunday, I think, is the 1st. So Monday, Tuesday, I guess Wednesday is when the new celebration items go live. So those are the ones that I showed not too long ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago on here. So that one's going on live, and they're still showing in the back that there are still available some of the other things that were in the last catalog. So you can still get from both brochures whatever is still available, which I believe that the kerchief card kit, I think that one was sold out. And there may have been one other thing, but I can't remember what it was right now. But I know the kerchief card kit was. But there's new stuff coming. So most people want the new stuff anyway. Hi, Karen. And so this is the old brochure, but both of these are going to be posted on my blog if anybody wants to look at them. And then the coordination products, there are still coordination products available, and these are some of the die sets and a new designer series paper, the Pleased with Punch is Punch. That's that one with the tulips that I used last week. So that one, these are still, I believe, available, most of those. And then I want to talk about Paper Pumpkin a minute, because you get a free stamp set. You have to subscribe by March 10th to get the free set. The Baker's Twine. Yeah, I think it was the Baker's Twine dot. So to subscribe, you can go, it's on my blog, you can just go to Paper Pumpkin, but it's $21 a month. The longer you subscribe, you get a bigger discount. So if you get 6 months, you save $1 a month, and then if you do it for 12 months, you get your 12th one free. So Paper Pumpkin's really, really great. I never show it enough. I do the kits, I have them at home, and every once in a while I'll bring one out and do a video. Hi, Bonnie. But they're really great kits, especially if you want to give them as a gift, or to me, they're perfect for everyone. I always took them to my grandson's when I used to pick him up from school, and it gave me something to do for that 30 minutes I had to sit. I used to make cards or whatever they had in the kit. So they comes with cards. There's some 3D, and usually the 3D come around like Valentine's Day, and they usually have them like certain times of the year, the 3D. But a lot of times they're card kits too. So hi, Sylvina. And so anyway, it's a really good deal this month coming up, because you get an extra free stamp set. So you're really getting a great deal for $21. All right, so that is all of the news. So I'll show you the box where I'm sharing this week. Sorry about the frog in my throat. It just came on me like 30 minutes ago, and it's just I think allergies, because I don't know if you all have Kirkland's around your homes. It's a store, but it has a lot of home decorating stuff, and I was looking for a new wreath, so my husband and I went in there today, and the smell in there is so strong, and I have allergies anyway, but we were both sneezing, and there's so many smells in there. Hi, Kathy. That I think it really messed up my throat. But I brought water in here just in case. All right, so this is the box that I'm sharing. It's a little different than I usually do, but I'm going to untie it. I'm going to show you how it opens. I did color my ribbon to match. This is the cotton ribbon. It's so pretty, and I forget to color it, because you can color several of your ribbons, but it opens like this, and then I have Easter eggs in there. You can put whatever. You don't even have to put this insert in, but I'm going to show you. You can use it for like Ghirardelli's, or I love the little eggs, but these are the Lindor eggs. Wow, wow, from Belfast. Hi, Nicola. Northern Ireland. Welcome. My husband would be so excited because he is Irish. His heritage is Irish, and he would be so excited that there was someone from Ireland on here. But anyway, hi, Linda. But these are so good. I don't know if you've ever had any of these, but they're super, super good. And they're pretty big. So they're bigger than the regular little ones, but I'm sure they'll fit in here. The other ones that you get, like the regular foiled eggs, would probably fit down further into this. This is a 3/4 inch punch that I'm using, but you can take these out and not even put this insert in there and just use it like this for like Ghirardelli's, or let's see, I have one right here, but you can put like probably 3 or 4 Ghirardelli's in there, but you'll have to, let's see. No, it'll work with the holes down further too. I just put the holes down further. Hi, Deborah. So that they would kind of hold these a little bit more in place, and then I thought it looked cute. So to put, it kind of held that a little bit tighter so the eggs wouldn't move around or come out. But I thought it was cute anyway with the holes down further, because it's something different than I normally would put it up at the top. So this is what I'm sharing, and I did use our stitched rectangles for this. So I'm going to tell you the measurements, because you can do the same thing if you don't have the rectangles. You can still make this box, you know, with the measurements. It just won't have the stitching around it. All right, I'm just going to leave that. Ugh. You know me, I can't leave it alone. It's just going to bug me if I don't get it right. All right. And then the little tag I just tied on with some baker's twine. All right, so this is the die that I'm using for that. And these are the stitched rectangles. There's a bunch of different sizes. This is, I think this is the second largest. I didn't bring the whole bunch of them up here, I don't think. I pulled it just off the, but I'll tell you what the measurements of this is. So it is almost 5. It's just like 1/8 of an inch shorter than 5. So if you made it 5 by 3.5, you would be doing fine. It would work just as fine. And then I'm using this little ruffle, and I'm using that for this bottom part right here. I only did the one side. You can do it on both sides though, because it's where the Designer Series paper meets. And this one's from the Stitched Hearts, I believe it is. Yeah, the Stitched, no, the Be Mine. It's from this one with all the hearts on it. And I did bring up the other ones. So let me see. Yeah, it's the second largest of these rectangles. All right, so let's go ahead and get this done. I'm going to have to bring up the big shot at first so that I can cut these out, the rectangles, and then I'll cut this little piece out too. I only did the one side because I didn't want to run it through twice, but I may just go ahead and run it through. I'm going to kind of put this at an angle. Everybody has been telling me the reason well, not everybody, but I've had a few comments. The reason that I have a hard time sometimes getting it through my big shot is because I put it straight, and they said if you put it at an angle, it will go through easier. And I'm finding that it's true. It works. So I'm going to try to start putting them at an angle if I can remember to do it. It seems to cut a lot better in just one little swoosh. So that's one, and we need 2 of them. So you can just put it at like a little bit of a slight angle, but it really does help. It goes through, and my big shot's been giving me a hard time, so this has really helped. All right, so there's the other one. And then I'm just gonna, I think I'll go ahead and run 2 of those through too, so that I can have one on the back side. So I'm gonna just tape that because I like it right up at the edge. And it's not long enough. I wish it was long enough to for 2, but it's not. So this one I got uneven because I didn't line it up straight enough, but I'm going to cut it because you can see the line where to cut it. All right, so there's one, and I'm just going to grab my trimmer really quick and get another straight edge so that I can do another one of those, so we can have one on both ends. It works a lot better if you get it right up to the edge. Thanks for sharing, Irene. If anybody wants to share, I even put the names in of people who watch the replay. So if you are watching the replay, you can put you will be put in the drawing for the prize. All right, so we got both of those. I think that's all we're doing with the Big Shot. All right. Okay, so now on these 2, we're going to mat those, and I'm using the Best Dressed. This coordinates with the, what is the name of that one? It's got the perfume bottle and the high heels and all that one on it. It matches. It's so cute. I love this paper. I love the flowers. They got so many different flowers, and it's just really pretty. So that's what I'm using for this one. And we are going to need, you're going to need 2 pieces. And these are going to go on the top part. And those are 2.5 by 3 1/4. And then these are a little bit smaller, and they are 2 by 3 1/4. And you need 2 of those. So I'm going to mat those first. And then we're going to score them. Hi, sis. And it's small enough that you're going to still see the stitching, because I really like the stitching. That's the reason I use those dies. Hi, Mary. And if there's a little bit of a more space here, don't worry about it, because this is going to be underneath the box. You're not going to see it. So that's why I kind of put it more toward the top. Hi, Linda. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I hope everybody's good. It's 6 by 6 dot. This is the 6 by 6. Or are you talking about the mat pieces? The mat pieces are, this top piece is 2.5 by 3 1/4, and the bottom's 2 by 3 1/4. All right, now we're gonna score these, and then we'll score our box, the inside part, both inside pieces. So I'm just scoring it at 1 inch. Oh, there it is. I was looking for my tool. So you really got to score this because it's double layered. So we're going to score that, and that goes behind, and then you're going to score this one at 1. I know, I love this paper. I really been wanting to use it. This could even be for like a Mother's Day. You can put, like I said, you can take out that insert and put the Ghirardellis in there. It'd be cute. All right, so those two are ready to go. Now for the inside piece, I should have left this scoring tool up here. So for this inside piece that we're going to use, it is 5 by 3 1/4, and on the 5-inch side you're going to score it at 1 4. So 1 4, and then we're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 1 2 1/4. And then let's go ahead and we'll just score the other one too. And I've already, this is the little piece that's going to go inside, and this piece is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then you're going to, this one you're scoring just 3/4 inches all the way around. And I already had one, I had a larger piece and I scored it, so that this is already scored on, so on 2 sides. So I'm going to just score 3/4, but do it on all 4 sides. That one's already scored. And this is the piece we're going to punch. All right, so this piece, I'm just going to cut these corners. And how I did these, I punched this, was that I punched a little template out of a piece of, this is the only way to get it even, is for me to get it even. So I just cut that circle out, and I found this, I just kind of eyeballed it for the center, and then I just drew around it. And then I just did one on this side and then one on the other side. And then you get them, and you can flip this over. You can either erase it or you can flip it over and use the other side. So then I'm just gonna punch them. If I miss any comments, I'll look for them after. Okay, so it's pretty even. So save those little pieces for a card or something. I always think that you can use them for something. So this is the piece that you don't even have to glue this. I did, but I mean, if you really don't want to, you can just stick a glue dot or something on it, on the ends, to keep it in. But I like gluing it because it's going to fit inside this other box that we're going to do here in a minute. I am seeing it late, so did someone give a good tip or did I? I didn't see it. All right. Oh, for doing the circles, is that what y'all are talking about? And I forgot to turn it over because I have the little thing on there, so I'm going to grab my eraser really quick if I can find it. Of course it's not, oh, there it is. I'm just going to erase that because it's going to bug me if I don't. Okay. Hi, Joanne. No problem. All right, so on this one, we're just going to make the box. And we're cutting it just like we did the other one. But I bought those eggs, and I thought it'd be really cute to use for Easter. So I pretty much made this box for those eggs. And you know what it's like having those in here, and I can smell them. They smell so good. But they're really, really good. You know how the Lindt truffles are? They're just like those. It's a 3/4 inch circle punch, person. And it is a Stampin' Up one, but we don't carry that one anymore. So if you have one, or I know they're out there. You may be able to get, you may be able to use a little bit of a smaller one. I'm not sure. I know for the smaller eggs, you may need a different hole punch. I know they're really tempting. Too tempting. So if you use like the regular foiled eggs, you may want to change the size of the punch. You may need maybe a 1/2 inch or something, because I think those are smaller than these. These are definitely bigger. All right, so here's our other 2 pieces, and I'm going to glue one side on first. And I'm leaving a little bit of a gap because this box is actually, hey, why did my, whoops. Okay, there we go. It's actually a 1/4 inch larger than the 1 inch. So I want this box to, you know, fit right. So it's easier to just glue one side at a time. And always leave a little gap so that when you open it, you know, you can fold it back to where it was. I'm trying to line up. I can't look over, so I'm trying to line this edges up. My box is a little off-centered by maybe a touch. All right. And then this piece just fits right inside here. And it fits pretty good. Long ways it's fit. So let me grab some more of those. I have them sitting right here, but they come like this. But I got them at Walmart. They have them at our what do you call it? Our CVS too. I've seen them there. But they're really good. So then it'll sit up like that. And then I'm going to punch, and I'm using our larger hole punch. What did I do with it? I'm using this the larger one, and we don't have this one either, but it's just like a regular large hole punch like you get at like Staples or something. So you can use that. But I'm punching down further because that's where I want. And then this is, oh, I know what I did. You have to punch through one at a time on this because there's 4 layers of paper. So I'm going from one side, and then I'm going to do the other. And then I'm going to just mark the inside here. And then we'll just punch the other side. Because it's really thick. You know, Stampin' Up cardstock is really nice. All right, so then let's grab my ribbon, but first I need to color it. So I'm using the cotton ribbon, and then I'm just using my lovely lipstick. And you can use a sponge and ink to do this too, or even I've seen people just run it across the ink, but I don't like to do that. But this is so much easier, and it's going to make a mess on my clean graph sheet paper, but that's all right. And on that one, I only did one side, but I recommend doing two if you're going to give it like as a gift, because the other side's a lot lighter. But it's so neat because you can make this any color that you want. You can just color your ribbon, and you can color quite a few of the ribbons actually with these blends. And I need to make sure it's long enough to make a bow. I forgot how long it was. I did measure it, but I forgot how long it was. I'm gonna just, even if it's a little bit long, I'll just, and then I'm just gonna flip it over and do the other side real quick, because you can see how light it is, and you don't have to go over it quite as much on this side. But this is a good way to just match. You know how Stampin' Up! Has everything that matches, but if you don't have a certain color and you have the blends or you have the ink, just use that to color your ribbon. All right. Hopefully that's long enough to tie a bow. And it dries, the blends dry really actually pretty fast. And the stamp set I'm using is this Tags in Bloom, and this is a celebration freebie, and this is going to be one of the new ones. But I love this because it coordinates with those punches, and this is the one I'm using, and I'm using this punch that coordinates with it. And I can't remember the name of it, but when I post it to YouTube, I'll put the name in the video. All right, so let's put this on our box. It's almost 100% dry. The blends dry really fast. That's why I like using those too. Hi, Barb. Oh, thanks. And then I'm gonna cinch this down first so those don't go anywhere. And I forgot to put the trim on, so we'll put the little trim on and our tag. Isn't it cute when it matches just right? I actually used Melon Mambo on here, but it does say it has Lovely Lipstick in the Designer Series paper, so I used the Lovely Lipstick blend for that. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and let's add our little trim here. And let's see. I love this trim. I love anything scalloped too. And I wish this would just fit on the other one, but it's just too short. So that's why I cut two of them. Oh, thanks, sis. So that one's gonna go there. This would be cute for Mother's Day too, with the Ghirardellis, like I said, in it. Oops, this one's lopsided, so I'm gonna use this side that's not so. When you cut this, if you have this and you cut it, make sure that you have it lined up against the edge of the straight edge of your paper, so it's even. But you don't even have to do the back on this one, but it does look cute on the back as well as the front. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp our tag. I need to grab my paper, forgot to grab it, and my mat. And I'm going to use did I bring it up? Yeah, I'm gonna use the Lovely Lipstick and Memento Black for the writing. Aw, thanks, Joanne. It's fun to make. You'll go egg shopping. I know, these are so good too. These are really good ones. Okay, so we're gonna punch this. I love this one. If you don't have this one, this is a really good one because it has a little slit on the top here that it punches in. It punches a little hole. So I'm going to use that to punch the hole in this one. So I'm just going to stick it right there and then just punch the hole. And you got your hole there with just one punch that you have. All right, so I'm going to grab some, you lost us for a minute. I'm going to use some baker's twine and tie this onto there. Onto here. And I'm just going to put it underneath this ribbon. I actually strung it through. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I put it underneath, but I have to kind of work it under there. It's not an easy feat. It keeps wanting to come back, but I like it better underneath. You can actually do it before you put it on, but we're going to bring that one under, and then I'm just going to tie it. But I put it underneath where I tied it so it stays. Come on. And then I'll just trim this. I'll trim it really short so you can't really see it. And then it'll go in the front like that. I thought about rounding the corners of this too, but I like it better square because the stitching's there. So yeah, I do them all the time too, Joanne. It's spell check. All right, so there you have it. Here's the other one that I did. This bow is still messed up. But you can when you tie this, you can tie it before, like now, when it's open like that. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks for all the hearts, everyone. It's really a fun one because it's versatile. You can, you know, use it for, take the insert out and use it for other candy, or you can just use it for the little eggs. I love the eggs though, they're so cute. All right, everyone, if you share, you can get in the drawing for next week. So I hope you all have a great week, a good weekend, and I will catch you next week at the same time. We'll see you later, everyone. Bye.